Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, I want to talk about somebody I don't really like to talk about, Reno Omokri, taking a shade on Atiku Abubakar, his former boss, and saying that Peter Obi is the number one opposition leader in Nigeria today, and that any other person who is thinking himself that he's better than Peter Obi in the opposition, that the person should think again. So a lot of people interpreted that to mean that he was taking some shades on Atiku Abubakar. You know that since after the election, Reno Omokri was among those that had been recruited by this administration, though unofficially, to be attacking Peter Obi. Because when I have that sense that he had been recruited, was that when he visited Nigeria and was sharing the pictures of his meeting with the National Security Advisor, that picture gave me an indication. In fact, after that picture surfaced, he shared it himself of meeting with Nuhuribado. And when you are National Security Advisor, you can disperse resources for so many things under the national security. And anybody can be hired under that national security without it being made public. Okay? And the person will be working for the government, ostensibly to see that the government image is very, very palatable to both local and international observers looking in. So when I saw that picture, I know that this guy is working for the government. And then to seal it up, his visit to Nigeria, where he went to go and pay homage to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the man he knew his role in Chicago, the man who Reno Omokri also acknowledged and is not in debate, that he returned $460,000 process of narcotic to the United States government. Remember when he was demonstrating and protesting that a drug baron cannot be president of Nigeria and all that, which RFI drew attention to recently. So I know that when I saw those things, I know that he has been packaged for attack on Peter Obi. And within those periods, you could notice that Reno Omokri hardly writes anything against Atiku Abubakar. Even this acknowledgement he made of Peter Obi being the number one opposition leader in Nigeria, taking a shade on Atiku, I can see that he wasn't frontal on coming against Atiku Abubakar. He still finding it difficult to come out to attack Atiku. Because that was not what he was commissioned to do. He was commissioned to face Peter Obi from morning till night on a daily basis. He must attack Peter Obi, but not Atiku Abubakar. But what he has done is he has taken some shot on Atiku Abubakar by saying that Peter Obi is the number one opposition leader, that another person who is trying to claim number one shot is just a pretender, or is not telling himself the truth of the situation. Of course, we know that Peter Obi is the number one opposition leader in Nigeria. In the last election, 2023 election, he was the one that his presidency was robbed. Many people understand that was the case, that he was robbed. He was the victim of the 2023 manipulation of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission. He was the main victim. Even Atiku Abubakar, many people believe that Atiku Abubakar was also a beneficiary of the alleged cooking of the numbers by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The whole gambit of Atiku Abubakar even getting up to 6.9 million votes in that election was suspicious. Just like Tinubu's 8.7 million votes with which INEC using declaring him winner was suspicious. It had been widely believed that it was P2B's numbers that was slashed and added to Atiku and Tinubu to boost their figures, that it was P2B that was the victim of that manipulation of the election. And it was really believed that it was because of P2B that INEC switched off the transmission of the result and claimed there was glitches. It was P2B because it was believed that it was P2B was having a runaway victory in the presidential election before INEC deliberately halted the electronic transmission of that result and claimed that they suffered glitches, which had been debated and doubted. Even the Amazon Web Service that provided security for INEC server say it was not true, there was no attack, anything. And Lai Mohammed has confirmed that what INEC did was a deliberate switching off, that they deliberately switch off the transmission of the election result because P2B, it was believed, was cruising to victory. Now, that being the case, that was why the APC administration knew that their main challenger in that election, the major threat in that election that could have turned the result if it was free and fair against the ruling party was P2B. That was why there is targeted attack against P2B. You can see that P2B had been the center of attack by the government of the day more than any other presidential candidate that participated in that election, because they see him as a major threat who could pose a threat in their re-election bid. For what he did in 2023, they know he could do even more. That was why he had been subject of attack. So that P2B is the number one opposition leader in Nigeria is a given. Every honest person knows it. And Nigerians don't need Reno Omokri to tell them that story. Nigerians know, unless those who want to deceive themselves. Ask yourself, why is P2B, who was not in government, subject of attack more than any other person in Nigeria today by the government goons? Why is that so? Why is every attention on P2B? It is because he is the one that stopped APC before INEC intervened on their behalf by switching off the electronic transmission of the result. And he can do it again in 2027. So the best thing is to demonize him, to attack him. And they started it very early. You know why? Shortly after the election, that was when they released one video saying that the so-called daddy video between Bishop Oyedepo, allegedly between Bishop Oyedepo and Peter Obi, okay, an exchange before the election. That was when Tinubu was still had not even been sworn in. They have started the campaign to demonize Peter Obi because they knew what he did as opposition leader, how he was able to pull the rug under their feet before they recovered and used INEC to do the damage against P2B and against the country, because the country is paying the price of what INEC did. Today, everybody is suffering it. Nobody is free except those who are working for government. Everybody is feeling the pinch. Everybody is rattled. Everybody is suffering. Poverty has ballooned to a level never seen in Nigeria's history. All thanks to INEC and the SPC collusion that eventually led to P2B being robbed. So everybody know that P2B is the number one opposition leader in Nigeria. P2B does not need that being acknowledged by Reno Omokri. Reno Omokri knows it too, that he is the number one opposition leader in Nigeria, because he was the one that was cheated against in the last election. It wasn't Atiku that was robbed in that election. It was Peter Obi that was robbed in the last election. I don't know what to think about Reno Omokri saying that, acknowledging that Peter Obi is the number one opposition leader in Nigeria. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are not to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.